Hola, muy buenas, soy Abigail de Rose English y hoy estaremos mirando reported speech. ¿Qué es reported speech? Vamos a mirar cómo lo usamos y cuándo. Empezamos. We use reported speech when we are referring to what someone said. This means we have to change the tense of the verb to match the reported speech. So reported speech is cuando alguien dice una cosa y tú estás contando otra persona. En inglés tenemos que cambiar el verbo. Miramos cómo lo cambiamos. The present tense goes to the simple past. The present continuous goes to the past continuous. The past simple goes to the past perfect. Present perfect goes to the past perfect. Can goes to could. And will goes to would. However, there are some exceptions. The exceptions, Spanglish, the exceptions don't change. There's some of them that don't change. Let's have a look at the exceptions. So the exceptions are could, would, and should. These stay the same when we are reporting what someone said. Okay, so take a moment, review these, and now we're going to practice. So let's start. So we know the present tense goes to the simple past, and these are a few examples. I work at the local club. I work at the local pub. So imagine Juan dice, I work at the local pub. Y yo estoy contando a Ana. He said, or Juan dijo, he said he worked at the local pub. So we know that the present tense now goes to the simple past. Another example we have is, what do you do in your spare time? ¿Qué haces en tu tiempo libre? What do you do in your spare time? This is in the present tense. And so if I was explaining to someone else, I would say, she asked me or he asked me what I did in my spare time. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the present continuous and the past continuous. I'm working at the local pub. So again, now this is the same as this sentence that we looked at before, but instead now we are using the present continuous. I'm working at the local pub. He said he was working at the local pub. What are you doing at the moment? She asked me what I was doing at that moment, en aquel momento, right? So the phrase is this moment, what are you doing right now? But when I'm explaining to someone else, it would be that moment. Okay, let's continue. The simple past goes to the past perfect. I worked at the local pub. He said he had worked at the local pub. So we're using the past perfect tense here. What did you do yesterday? She asked me what I had done yesterday. Okay, so those are examples of when we're using the simple past and the past perfect. Let's continue. We have the present perfect to the past perfect. I have worked at the local pub. He said he had worked at the local pub. What have you done? She'd asked me what I had done. Okay. And then can goes to could. So can I open the window? She asked me if I could open the window. Can we stay a little later? He asked me if we could stay a little later. Now, why do we use if here? Because we're talking about possibility. Okay. So he asked if We could stay a little later. Will goes to would. I will call you when I get home. She said she would call me when she got home. So can you see here that even though we're using would after the pronoun, we're still using the tense, that is the past tense, because we're referring to a time when would be in the past, but still in the future, if that makes sense. So she said she would call me when she arrived home, right? In Spanish, I don't think it's the same tense, because in Spanish, you use the subjunctive, where in English, we don't, okay? So in Spanish, it would be, te llamo cuando llegue a casa, right? But in English, we wouldn't use that. We would say, I'll call you when I get home, or I'll call you when I've gotten home. So yeah, so in this case, we have, I will call you when I get home. She said she would call me when she got home. Will he be back tonight? They asked if he would come back tonight. Yeah. You could also say, she said she would call me when she got home, which is probably more the natural way to say it, but both are correct. So, will he come back tonight? They asked if he would come back tonight. Okay, so that is when we're using will to would. Okay, so let's practice. We have, what time are you finishing work today? We have the verb finishing. So this lets us know, and we have are you. So this lets us know that we are dealing with the present continuous. What time are you finishing work? Are you finishing? We know that's the present continuous. And so if it's the present continuous, we know that that transforms into the past continuous. So how would you phrase this practice question here? So what time are you finishing work today? He asked me, or she asked me. What time I was finishing work today. Okay, so I'm gonna help you with the next one as well. We have, are you enjoying this job? We have the present continuous. The present continuous goes to the past continuous. So it would be, he or she asked me if, let's not forget the if, enjoying. We know that's the present continuous, and we know that the present continuous goes to the past continuous. So we would say, he or she asked me if I was enjoying this job. Okay, so now I want you to do the next one, and you can pause and take a moment to get your answer, and I will give you the answer now as we pause. So the next one we have is, have you read the book? Have you read? So have you read is the present perfect. So we know that the present perfect goes to the, and then you have your answer. So pause and I will come back. Okay, so have you read the book? We know that it's the present perfect. Present perfect goes to past perfect. So the answer would be, he asked me if I had read the book. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's continue. Next one, you should open the window. How would we say he or she said? So you should, we know, doesn't change. So he said, I should open the window. I hope this has been a very useful, quick lesson in reported speech. And I hope to see you in the next video. Just to let you know, every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. set, I run a weekly seminar, a free weekly seminar. And if you would like to attend, the link is in the description box. So I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.